All right, guys, day 2 Waterloo. Good morning. It's about 8:30 here at the hotel room. What a night last night was. What a day 1 in Waterloo. I love Waterloo. I love wrestling weekend. I love it all. Today's the big Hall of Fame Classic, the pro wrestling tryouts. These guys are going to go over to Newton's Calf. A plug for them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I had to go feed the meter because I left my car on the street. And Waterloo starts at 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Get through Friday, I don't got to pay the meter anymore, but they only let you pay 2 hours, so that's kind of cheap. But got back to the hotel room about 3:30, short night. It's good to be here, and it's good to, if you're following along, I appreciate it. Vlog 1 should be up by now, hopefully. And day 2's now, and then we'll have a day 3 tomorrow and wrap Waterloo out. But let's see what these guys are up to.
What up? We are doing fantastic.
Short night of sleep.
Short night of sleep.
Check out what he's doing over here.
Digging it up.
Old school. You hardly see it in the shot there.
Yeah, it was like Zach had said, short night. A lot of beer was drank. But, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. Ready to go get some breakfast. Ready to get this day rocking and rolling, man.
Any comments for the vlog?
Yeah, just Mankind the Rock are kicking my ass, guys. So, you know, same as you guys. I'm ready to get this day rolling. Friday is the most fun day of the show. Looking forward to doing the autograph session and the show tonight. And the talent evaluation is always pretty fun, too. So, looking forward to a fun-filled day today here in Waterloo, Iowa. Mick Foley, cheap heat there. Or cheap,
What he said.
Cheap plug. Cheap plug, sorry, cheap plug.
Cheap pop. Well, we're going to wrap it out, Zach. Take us home.
Again, we're going to be filming throughout the day. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and hopefully you enjoy all the great highlights that we're going to have from later today. It should be an awesome experience for sure. So looking forward to it, and we'll catch you guys in a little bit.
Oh, fuck. Fuck you, Mankind. I'm dead.
Go. Hey, guys. Welcome back. It is day 2 Waterloo. It's been a fun day so far. We, of course, the Zigman, of course, you know who I am. And, you know, this is Zach Takes. I mean, come on. That sleeping dude over there is DJ. I gotta tell you a quick story, though. So, we went to the Classic. Me and Sean went and had some Subway. And I was like, fucking slept all of an hour and a half last night, maybe 2 hours. And I was like, I want to get a fucking nap, right? I come in, I pound on the motherfucking door. I'm stuck in the lobby. And these motherfuckers are up here snoozing away. They're fucking snoozing Z's, and they have both key cards. I was kind of mad, but I'm cool now. I wanted to tell the story.
I'm buying him a beer later. He'll be good.
It's all good.
No, I'm buying you a beer later.
Yeah, no, we're good.
No, I'm buying you a beer.
Okay, you're buying.
Deal with it.
2 beers then.
No, a beer.
A keg? A pitcher? No, just but we saw the first round of the Hall of Fame Classic happen, as well as a couple of talent evaluation matches. We saw the system go 1-on-1 with the play round.
Fun match. I wasn't familiar with either of the guys. I was sending the notes to Josh Wennis from the Jogging with Josh podcast, and he's familiar with both of those guys. I think the system is based out of Ken Anderson's school, from what Mr. Wennis was telling me there. And I can't remember what he said about Petey Brown.
Downtown Petey Brown's been in IPW before. We've seen him in Des Moines. Anyways, fun. There was only a couple of talent evaluation matches this year. We had James Jeffries taking on the young Jimmy Wild. James picked up the victory there.
Fun little match.
Kobe Durst,
yep.
1-on-1 with Dirty Jake Durden.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I thought it was a really good contest where the littler guy tried to outcome the big guy. And it was freaking fantastic. I loved it. I've always been a fan of Jake Durden. We've seen him here in the past under a different gimmick and so forth. So Kobe goes on.
Which I was happy to see Kobe go on, because he's newer to the Impact Pro Wrestling crowd. So for him to get this opportunity tonight is big, because the crowd during the afternoon on Friday, it's a good crowd, but it's not as big as I'm sure it would be if it was, you know, on a Saturday afternoon or whatever. But it's still a good sized crowd, so it'd be great for him to get more introduction there from the bigger crowd tonight.
He would be more, if you guys watch one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in the industry today, Ethan Page. All you go Ethan Page blog, you would see Kobe Durst on there all the time. You'd be more familiar with him. Anyhow, if you haven't checked it out, it's fantastic. Definitely check that out. It's a cheap plug for all ego. Ethan Page's vlog comes out quite often, and he goes backstage Impact, backstage all kinds of different places, fun stuff. Anyhow, that's not what we're here to talk about today. He's off over in Des Moines tonight. We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, there's nothing going on in Des Moines tonight. Don't worry about that.
Then we got Eugene one-on-one with Kurt Stallion, which was quite a difference in matchup. It was kind of fun because, Kurt was like, "Oh, I don't remember that. That's not what I remember on TV and stuff." And we've seen Kurt here in that classic in the years past.
3 years in a row.
We've seen him get killed by Brian Cage last year.
Yep. 3 years in a row, Kurt's been involved in the Hall of Fame show.
Yeah, and Kurt's probably one of my favorite. I mean, Dude was awesome on the WWE Network on the Evolve show.
Remember we had the opportunity to interview him. I believe it was last year that we interviewed him heading into Hall of Fame weekend.
We did, yes. I believe it was last year or the year before. I can't remember. But yeah, he's fantastic. And that was another great contest. It's good to see Mr. Stallion finally get the victory and head on for the next round.
Absolutely.
Is he going to win the Classic? That's the question. Then we saw Airwolf
versus Matty Starr.
But we thought Matty was going to pull like quadruple duty tonight.
Yeah, he would have had to go 4-0 tonight.
But a little bit of Ultimate Dragon showed up.
That was
towards
cool.
the end of the match. That was pretty
cool.
fun. Dragon showed up and he distracted Matty Starr.
That was something we haven't seen with this first round matchups yet. When these guys are put in another match, we haven't seen that kind of outside interference. Even though all they did was stood in the back and made themselves visibly known. And Matty looked up at Ultimo and was like, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do to you, Ultimo, later tonight." And then, it caused a distraction. Airwolf with the roll up, and that was it. Airwolf advances to the semifinal rounds here tonight.
And then in the final Classic matchup,
Wes Briscoe versus
Brian Pillman Jr. And I gotta tell you, I am a little bit familiar with Brian Pillman. I've seen a little bit. I'm not like the cameraman here, who is like hardcore into like MLW and New Japan.
MLW is great,
and it is. MLW is great. And don't get me wrong, Airwolf's on there.
Yeah.
Flying Brian Pillman Jr. is on there. I don't have a lot of time I take the time. Get this, I watch Impact Wrestling, but I don't watch MLW all the time. I don't understand what's wrong with my mind, but it is what it is. But I'm not 100% familiar with him. I was very impressed with him. I wish the crowd would have been a little more for that fantastic match that we got between those two guys. Wes has been killing it all week long on the Fair Tour here with IPW, killing it tonight, and Brian Pillman Jr. got the victory, and we'll see him a little bit later on here in about an hour
or so. How cool was it, Zach? Think about this. Gerald Briscoe's son, Wes, versus Brian Pillman's son, Flying Brian Pillman Jr. Like, how cool is that? And, Brian Pillman Jr. is a spitting image of his dad.
Oh, definitely.
Spitting image of his dad. From his mannerisms to everything. And I was happy to see Flying Brian move on and get the victory there and advance in tonight's matchup.
And in closing of this, because it's been a really long part of the blog here, in closing, these guys got a line to meet Sheamus over here.
Yep.
DJ and Zach. Why me and Sean went in and met Ultimo Dragon and Sonny Ono, which was fantastic. That's one of my highlights of the weekend. I wanted to meet Ultimo Dragon, got that done.
That's on my list tonight.
Sean met Brian Pillman Jr., was something he wanted to do. Then Sean kind of hung out, bought some DVDs over here, and he's been a trooper all week long hanging out with this guy. I'm not always the coolest dude to hang out with, so but these guys have been ditching me, sleeping in the room, and leaving me down in the fucking lobby.
It's all good.
But nonetheless, it's been fun to have him, and thank you for everything you've done for me this weekend. Thanks to you guys, even though you're assholes for locking me out of the room. But nonetheless, we're going to wrap it here. We're going to head over to the IPW show.
Doors open here in about 15 minutes,
We will check in one more time on this. Well, maybe one or two more times. We'll see how the night goes. But we'll definitely check in after the show, probably at the bar. You got to go see Caroline.
Yep, gotta go see our favorite bartender.
One of the best bartenders in the world, working her ass off down there in that fucking hot place.
But hey, we'll be there.
We'll be there drinking our beers.
We know they'll get our food to us.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the thing.
I don't know if that's what happened. Nonetheless, it's going to be hard to hear us here. It's going to be hard to hear us here. Zigman checking in on the blog. We're at the IPW show right now, the Hall of Fame show.
We are less 2 minutes from showtime.
Yeah, some others said 5, so right around there. But
Okay, cool.
we're checking in. The show's getting ready to go. Unfortunately, since I'm this way, it won't let me flip the camera.
Oh, okay.
But so let's take a look over there. As you can see, there's Sean. Hey, James. Jeffries. Look at this crowd piling in out here. Show getting ready to roll. Let's get this shot behind us. As you can see, we're just about on the way. I'm super excited for Impact Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame show.
faking a knee injury. But, hey, fair enough. I cheated back in the day. I admit it. Well, she was watching a good wrestler, I guess. But, kudos to you, Miss Frankie J. Like you said, I did get to pick my opponents, and I chose you, and it's an honor to share this ring with you and be at Impact Pro Wrestling. It's an honor to be part of such an awesome promotion. heartstrings. I'm proud of you, and you guys are going to see her on TV very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both these incredible women. Please have your hands Miss Rachel!
That's how it's done, girl. Totally can't see me, but this is for audio purpose only. Waterloo, 11:36, Friday night. Me and Sean are chilling in the hotel room, and the boys over here. Look at boys over there are sleeping. I want to put this on the blog, so that's why I did this. Hell of an IPW show tonight. A little bit long, but hell of a show. Good times. Blood, sweat, tears. Blood. Sweat, tears. But nonetheless, a lot of fun as always. And check in with you guys tomorrow, either from the museum or I don't know yet. We'll figure it out though.